Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to eSeniors GT3 World Championships. I am Mike Molesky, and this is my stream. I'm a little bit loud, I think. There we go. And so, we are at OULTON Park for the Porsche Cup race round 6, I believe. Season 9, round 6. Tell me, I'm going to jump over to the YouTube channel. Tell me how the volume is. Getting echo in here. That's not nice, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. We'll figure that out some other day. Anyway, OULTON Park, sunny day. So welcome everyone. Remember, sim racing is a sport, so that makes us athletes. We are 50-year-old plus sim racers. In eSeniors GT3 World Championship is the name of our club, and today we are at OULTON Park in the Porsche Cup. Always an exciting race, Porsche Cup. How is everybody on the stream? I see Willie's there, and Mr. Lintner, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So let's get straight into the standings here, because we got about 5 minutes before the race. So standings. A big change in the standings this week because Jonathan was away. So he has dropped into 5th place. So first place, our resident expert, Derek Bird, 209 points. Next is Sylvain Dessart. Everybody moved up one spot because of Jonathan dropping down. So Sylvain is in second place with 179. Thomas Rainier, third place with 161. And Mape Kansung, 149. Jonathan Wood in 5th, but I'm sure he's going to improve today, although he's having a fun time on the track in practice, I notice. So it'd be interesting. And something you don't see on the standings is Mr. Bill Murray is rapidly climbing the leaderboard. He's currently way down there with 100 and something points, but he has 2 first-place finishes in only 2 races that he has raced with us so far. So if he does that again today, that gives him 160 points. That jumps him pretty close to the leaderboard. So with a few races left, I believe we have 2 more after this. We might just see our new driver, Mr. Brian Murray from, I believe, Northern Ireland, may just jump into our top 5. So yeah, there we go. We have 10 people on track, and we are going to be soon getting into qualification. Let me just get rid of the standings here so you can look at my wonderful face again. And I'm going to get myself set up for the stream. I won't jump over to the race until the leaderboard falls off, so you won't have any preconceived notions as to what's going to happen today. 2 or 3 minutes before start of qualification. So yeah, let's talk about Oulton Park a little bit. It is close to the village of Little Butworth, Cheshire, England, which is near Norwich and whatnot. I have no idea where that is, unfortunately. 4.3 kilometer track, bumpy track, you'll see. 2.7 miles. Interestingly enough, it's owned and operated by a company owned by former F1 racer Jonathan Palmer. It's called Motorsport Vision. So I guess even back then, these guys, F1 guys, made enough money to buy some things, because Motorvision also owns Brand Hatch and Snetterton. Isn't that interesting? So our little British circuit, circuit that we've been doing this year is following this company's track. Anything exciting? Mr. Willie loves this track. Well, we'll see how much you love it tomorrow, Willie. Getting very close to start time. Yeah, Butterworth, Little Butterworth. And I see that. I assume that's the county of Cheshire in England. The track record for GT3 on Wikipedia is 1:33.9, set in 2022. And oddly enough, and I can't believe this is true, it shows the Porsche Carrera, Cup. I'm just looking at the screen myself here and what's going on in the track there. Anyway, yeah, the Porsche Cup record is 121.4, set in 2023. I can't believe that that Porsche Cup is that much faster, even if it is faster at all than the GT3. Now, I'm wondering whether or not if that means it's was a shorter track for the Porsche Cup. So I don't know. Anyway, here we go. It's going to be getting started here. Let's just get off this track. Here we go. We can transition over to the start of qualification. Let's see if Mr. Wood, number 48. Yes, Mr. Wood, who we're watching, is the first guy out. Oh, I got to need you some... There we go. You should be getting the race volume now. Just tell me how it is. I'm going to go into the cockpit quickly, just so you can tell me whether or not that sounds good over. Boost my volume up a little bit. Boost the desktop down a little bit. How is that for volume from my voice over the cockpit voice? So if you tell me that would be great. I noticed something that mixed up there, and I'm going to do a little setting on my mic. That should be a little bit better on my mic. Yeah, there we go. Hope that's okay. Oh no, you guys are getting the echo too. Oh, that's not good. All right, let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we're getting an echo. Hopefully that'll go away. It's gone in my ears, so hopefully it's gone in your ears too. Yeah, so let's just watch, last thing to do. How's that? Is that the echo good? It's good to see Jonathan back on the track today. you guys are watching. We should be setting a lap time pretty soon. There should be a lap. I don't see it. Let me see what we've got on the leaderboard there for time. Delta of his perfect lap. Did he get a track? I don't think Jonathan got a valid lap there. Let's see who has a valid lap. I think Derek put in a valid lap. Or did he? No, not yet either. Where is, I guess we're just doing their first lap for now. So, how's my voice doing now, guys? Following along with our resident champion, Mr. Derek Bird. Change the view there. There we go. Better view. Engine sounds louder than voice. Okay. Okay. Let's just put that down a little bit. And yeah, that should be better. I'm still getting a little echo in my ear. Hope you guys aren't getting it. I'm not sure why. We'll figure about that out some other time because we got some racing to watch here. Number 48, that is Mr. Jonathan Wood. Should be have put in a time. Yes, he has 1:37. That's not gonna stand as no, that was Bird. Derek put in the 1:37. It's gonna get a lot better than that, I think. Okay, I'll try the car view again. Car view, you wanted? There's the car view. How's that for sound? Just checking my voice here on the volume. That sounds should sound a little bit better there. We go back to. All right, Willie says it's better, so we'll leave it there for now. And who we've got going here? Let's look at my view to see. Who is improving? Mr. Wood is improving. I'm going with who we're watching right now at the Woody Woodpecker. Hit the curb. He knocked the big black bollock down. I love that. And that he's still got a good time going. So yes, Mr. Murray now has the podium with a great time of 1:36.6. That is a pretty good time from what I saw during practice. But Derek is, where is Derek in his lap coming around the last corner? He's up 0.5. That's going to get him close to, this is the last corner, sorry. This is going to get him close to a podium. Jonathan put in a nice time also, just behind Derek. Look at those times, very close times. Nice, 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 nice. All right, who's got a good time going? Mr. Kansung. Let's put Mr. Kansung up there. He's got a 0.5. That will get him, that won't get him jump too much in the standings, but nice, that'd be a nice lap. What, regardless. Jonathan is got a good lap going. He was whining and complaining there in the practice session that he hasn't had much time. He was all over the track. He's trying to not overdrive it here. So if he maintains that time, he hit those two curbs pretty hard. He's up 0.2. That'll get him podium. No, just lost. Oh no, that'll get him podium. That'll get him podium. Meridian. Here we go. Where is he? He's coming around the last few corners. And Jonathan hanging there. Oh, we lost the 10th. That'll still, it's very close. Oh, Murray's getting a better time in. Not sure where Murray is in his lap. Jonathan just, he can maintain. He's going to get podium here. He's going to get podium. Yes, nice exit on that one. There we go. Jonathan, podium, 1:36.42. That is close to the fastest time we had in practice. Mr. Murray's got a good time going though. Let's get him on the board here. Where is he in his lap? He's halfway through. He's got a blazing lap going. 0.3 up right now. That will jump him onto podium also. Let's just follow him. Not too many corners left. He's on the last sector now. Porsche Cup car just wails, doesn't it, with those high RPMs. Beautiful. You gotta love it or hate it. This Will Murray, if he can hang on, he's got the last few corners left. He will get podium by a large margin. Nice job. He'll be in the 36 flat. Wow. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh yeah, he's got a great lap. 136, almost flat. Look at that, 65 1/1000ths over breaking the 136 mark. So who we got left here? We got Jonathan Bird and Wood, who are Woody is are battling for second here. Looks like Jonathan just went off, but Derek's got a good lap going too. It's going to put him in second if he can hold on. He's coming in around the last few corners. I'm catching everybody coming around the last few corners. This will jump him into second for sure. Look at that. He got a great exit on that corner. Boom. Second place for sure. There we go. Derek Bird. There's our two masters at the Porsche Cup. Brian Murphy. Or Murray. There I'm calling him Murphy again. Sorry, Brian. And Derek Bird. Jonathan into the pits. He is just back from a long trip to Britain. So might be able to practice a little bit. So that we got going here, let's give somebody else some airtime. Andrew Ambro, he's got a good lap going. He's at 0.3 on his time. That will get him into 6th or 5th for sure. You guys, we got watching 9 people streaming, not too many people talking. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people talking. There we go. Stefan, how are you? Jonathan Larson, how are you? And Ollie up early as usual watching the Porsche Cup. He just loves watching this race. It was my eye away from the track there. It looks like Mappe went off and lost his lap. Who we got here? Sylvain Dessart. We haven't given Sylvain any airtime. He is got a good lap going. He might just jump into 4th place there with this one. He's up 0.2. Much time we got left? 5 minutes left to qualifying. Sylvain's up 0.4. That will jump him for sure into 4th place. How's he doing? He's got quite a ways to go yet. Lots of room for errors. Oh, but he's got a good lap going, up 0.6 on his best time. His time was 137. That will get him close to the 136s. He can hang on. And 136, he will definitely jump into 4th. He might even be challenging for 3rd. He's 1.8 off. Yeah, no, that won't get him into 3rd, but it'll definitely get him into 5th. Here he comes around the last corner. He's got 0.8. Ooh, that might jump him up quite a bit. 4th place. 4th place. Still down by a second from our podium guys. Brian Murray, Derek Bird, and Jonathan Wood. These guys are the Porsche Cup experts. They love driving these cars. Wow, Brian Murray loves driving anything. Look out next year when he comes into our GT3 class. Right now, that one's closed off, so he's not racing there, but I'm sure he will be in the GT3 class next year. All right, let's give Thomas. Thomas has got a good lap going, as does Daniele Vella. Love saying that name, from Italy. He is up 0.7, and Daniele is that dark car coming in there. Bronze and black. Oh, just lost his time. So let's give Thomas some time here. Oh, there's somebody we haven't seen. There is Terry Howard. He's got a good lap going, and he's coming around the last corner here. That won't get. Oh, just lost it. Announcer's curse. Guess the tires are coming into it. Andrew's got a good time going. Is Murray in the pits? No. Andrew's got a good time going. He's got half the track left. This bumpy track here, Oulton Park. Some bumps in the wrong places that can just throw your car off. There's a couple of places I have to lift a little bit just before hitting a bump, otherwise I fly off. It might be my setup. Still getting an echo. You know, I don't have a browser going. Let me take my headphones off, see if I can hear anything. No, I don't have anything coming on my speakers, so it's just going to have to live with the little echo, guys. How bad is the echo, by the way? I can hear it a little bit here, but let me get rid of a few. Get rid of the twitch. And I'll leave that one up. So yeah, maybe I could still hear echo in my eyes. That's something goofy with our broadcast software. I won't play around too much with it. There's Sylvain Dessart has a good lap going. Looks like he lost a little bit of time there going through the chicane, but still up 0.3. It won't get him too far into the podium, but it will make him feel better, I'm sure, to be up. Back on yeah, Murray's looking very good for pole, Johan. Mr. Brian Murray is from Northern Ireland, I believe. Let's see what his flag shows, the UK, I believe. And that's because the software you're using doesn't recognize those individual flags from the different countries within the UK. Just shows the Union Jack there. All right, 1 minute left for qualifying. Who have we got out there? We've got Sylvain just went off. And yeah, he went into the pits. Thomas Rainier, he is up 0.2 on his current lap. That won't improve him too much. He's got to go a lot better than that. Well, he's improving some more. Where is he in his lap? He's around the last couple of corners. I'm sure he's pushing it really hard. Let's see if he can hang on, because he needs a good 0.4 to... Oh, he's pushing it very hard. They lost it there. Yeah, pushing a little too hard. So today, 50-minute race with a pit stop, and it's a 4-time multiplier. So those who did not practice the full race will notice. Let's give Daniel Vela some time here. He's coming up on his best lap. Almost going to jump into 9th place with that. Is he coming up on the end? Oh, no, he's got a long way to go yet. No, he doesn't. And he's off right now. We got an announcer's curse. Mr. Bird is still on track. He is going to be pushing really hard, I'm sure. Just starting his lap. So he's going to push hard, I bet. The gap is not that big. Look at that. The gap is down to 0.2. Wow. Now let me look at his best time. He actually had the best time in practice, Mr. Bird. At 0.2. He's off now. So that's our leaderboard, I think. Let me just go through it here. So yes, our podium for qualification is set. It will be in pole position. Brian Murray gets the extra point. Derek Bird in second, not very far off, 0.2. Mr. Jonathan Wood even a little bit further off, but not by much, with 136.4. That's only 0.3 off. Then a little bit further back is Mr. Sylvain Dessart, still in the 136, is 136.58. So anyway, these guys, these top four are going to give us a good race, I think. A very good race. I can hardly wait. Let's just make sure I get set up here right. I am going to put the intro screen back on so you can see me. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have a few minutes to wait here before the race. What can I talk about? Well, I'm pretty excited about this Brian Murray fella, and I can announce right now that I am gonna bring back driver profiles. Oh, those of you who've been around in eSeniors remember that we had driver profiles with questions. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to do some broadcasts. So I'm going to link up with people on Zoom or something or other and do a little live stream with people and ask questions and let them hopefully see their faces if they have a camera. Just trying to see why... all right. I'll put Twitch back up here because it's the one that tells me whether or not what I'm watching the live stream. There we go. What you're seeing, yeah, there you go. Now you're seeing me. Okay, I'm going to go back to track here. And, oops, sorry, you're watching all this. There we go. So we will be starting very soon, I think. I'm going to be doing picking on people to get on a stream, so we can get to meet a lot more people. I'll probably alternate between people that have been here for a while and new people. Let me just do something here. Where am I? What do I want to do? I don't have to do something. I forgot now. Sorry for you guys seeing me do this. Anyway. Yep, there we go. We're all set. That echo is probably driving you guys as crazy as much as me. So we'll do Zoom calls with different people. So get your phones ready when I call upon you. We'll do an interview, get to know you a little bit, get to see your face, and ask you a bunch of questions. See how you got into sim racing, what you do for a living or did for a living if you're retired. Anyway, it should be a lot of fun, and we'll get to meet a lot of new people in the club, and be nice to meet them all. And actually, it'd be nice to see their faces. What do you guys think about that? All right, so we are starting here. I'll change it and let's go through our leaderboard. In pole position and climbing the leaderboard, Mr. Brian Murray from Northern Ireland. Next is Derek Bird. Just a second here. Derek Bird from the UK. And he, again, is last year's champion. Third, Mr. Jonathan Wood from the US of A, although he has a British accent. So I have a feeling he was not born in the US of A. Thank you very much. Guess he's listening, or is he just, I thought he was wiggling there saying nice things about me, but I think he's just trying to warm up his tires. Fourth, Sylvain Dessart, otherwise known as Sky 94, 194, sorry. Follow him on his stream, well-known streamer. Fifth, from Italy, Andrew Ambro, number 515. Next, in sixth place, Terry Howard, beautiful livery there, from also showing from Great Britain. He's got a nice, the Union Jack colors with looks like a checkered flag on his ass there. Seventh, Mape Kansung in car number 747. Eighth, Thomas Rainier in the Martini Racing livery from Canada. Daniel Britos from Argentina. He's showing number 15. And last but not least, of course he's not least, it is Daniel Vella. And I'm not sure where he's from. He's showing the European Union flag, I believe. Okay, yes sir, Jonathan Larson looks like he's voting for Brian Murray. How about you guys on the stream? Give me some hints as to who you think is going to be our podium. Is Mr. Murray going to make it 3 in a row? He has got the last 3. He's won the last 3 tracks. Guess who was in second place in the last 3, I believe. Let me take a quick peek here. It was... yes, it was Mr. Derek Bird. He did not race last week, but here we go. We are lining up in side by side. Let's get into Helicam. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a good view for the start. Got to go back to the stream there. And we are coming up soon. Green flag. Looks like Mr. Murray is playing a little bit of games here in terms of the start-finish, for the start-finish line. And we are going to go green once a green light, green light, green light. We are racing. Mr. Murray is staying in the lead. And Derek Bird is our podium is the same. Looks like we've got a little bit of side-by-side action in the back there, but everything is okay. Let's hang on there. There's some side-by-side action going on with Thomas, I think. There's a little bit of a bump, but no problem. Let's take a quick peek what happened up the front. Can we see what's going on there? Oh, they're behind trees. Here they come out there. Looks like the podium is the same as it was. Keep looking through the first few turns. This is another one where we got to be careful. These cold tires. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Looks like we're all gone in single file now. We got to quickly change the tower here. That's the race gaps. And I'm going to put position delta for now. All right, where are we? We are on board with Mr. Wood. I'm going to change the... There we go. So looks like Ryan Murray is pulling away already. He's already got a 9/10 or 1 second lead. Look at that. But Bird and Wood are very close together. Not much change from qualification. That is okay. Means we got a great first lap. Just getting in the first lap here now. Looks like Jonathan has regained his skills. He's still a little bit of a wiggle on Jonathan there. But these top 5 are still just hanging in there, aren't they? Nicely done. Daniela just went off. Okay, we'll go back 10 seconds and see if we can see that. No, I didn't go back far enough. But that's okay. Sorry about that. We're going to go back to live action. Here we are with John and Derek Bird. And let's do some cockpit action. No, Brad is not here today, Johan. He's not able to be on the stream every week. So no, he's not on with us. So who is Sylvain is giving Jonathan a little run for his money. Let's go into the cockpit here. Watch this action. We'll make rid of the names. We don't need that. There we go. Don't need those names on there. Makes it look a little amateurish. I like driving with the names on, but I don't need to for you guys to see that. All right, so these, Brian has pulled away, 2-second lead. But these 3 guys are still within striking distance, and Thomas, Howard, and Ambro are pretty close to each other. And how far is Kansung? Kansung's a little bit behind. So we got a couple of groups here. Give us some action. What else can I show you on? There's their best times there that they're showing on the screen. Best lap for these guys. So you notice Sylvain Desaad doesn't have a very good time, but probably because he doesn't have a valid lap. Looks like Terry Howard is hot on Ambrose's tail. Up ahead. Let's just go down the board here to show you where everybody is. There is Mr. Brian Murray. Nope, sorry, that is Mr. Brian Murray. And I'm going to put you guys in the cockpit so you can see how far they are from each other. Derek Bird can see Brian, but he's a second and plus away. Next is Mr. Jonathan Wood and Sylvain Dessard. That is exactly the way those four started. Andrew Ambro, he's losing touch a little bit, 3 seconds behind, but he is being harassed by Mr. Terry Howard, and Mr. Rainier's not that far behind. Also closely followed by Mape, and Danny Britos is 4 seconds behind. He might have had a problem. And Daniel Vetta, we did notice that he had a little bit of an issue there. All right, so let's go back to Mr. Murray. Pit window is now open, a little early for everybody to do that. So everything's getting spread out a little bit here. Yeah, Johanna, you drive with the names on too, so do I. And they get here into this mode. Well, you can see all the cars there. So yeah, Oulton Park, very bumpy track. Lots of interesting corners on this guy. And one thing about the track you probably have noticed in practice, the curbs are tough on tires. I personally have lost pressure twice, mostly in those chicanes. You gotta be careful with some of those curbs in the chicanes. Folks, I'm gonna jump over here to Howard. He is still on Ambrose's tail, really on his tail, isn't he? These 3-4 guys are giving us some good action here. So, tire pressure loss, not a puncture, but loss. Mine lost about a half a pound and never regained, and then lost another half pound a little bit later. So that is a big effect. The other thing that's going to happen today is the second half of the race. Whoa, we've got a little action there. Something happened. I'm going to go back 30 seconds here and get inside, who was it? Howard, I believe. We'll just watch it on this replay. Maybe give you a different view. It's like somebody either forgot his braking point, just ran into the back of Terry. Ran into the back. Oh, he went a little wide. Wow. There we go. Our first big incident. So that's the end of that replay. So where did everybody end up? Well, Terry and Andrew are in 8th and 9th place now. So that's our first incident of the day. And that was a pretty tough contact there. So I'm sure these guys are going to get affected. Let's just see if they do anything. Well, I got to put the pit stops up, don't I? Pit stop race. There we are. So I don't know if those two guys will end up doing anything. Let's go back to our action up front. There is Jonathan. Let's look at his cockpit to see what he's seeing. He can see Derek. Woo, careful there, Jonathan. Whoa. Let's watch that sucker over. He hit the curb a little hard there. See, he bounced. Bounced even more. I don't know what the heck he hit on that one. He just went airborne. Luckily, he was able to control that. So that gave him a little bit of an excitement. Now do I see Jonathan now is in 4th place. Sylvain is ahead of him. I didn't see Sylvain pass him. So yeah, let's just take a look at Sylvain. What is he looking at in terms of guys ahead of him? He is down 6 seconds. So wow, something happened to Sylvain also. Boy, I lost something there. That must have happened while we were in replay mode. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, there's a big gap there. Well, look at what we're looking at now. Derek can still see Brian. He's actually caught up quite a bit. He is only down by a second and a half, so he gained a little bit now. Sylvain Dessart is way back, 6 seconds back. He can barely see the guys. Jonathan is right behind him. Oh no, he's 5 seconds behind too. So yeah, big gaps there, but our next little crowd, ooh, Jonathan up there is having a difficult time getting through those chicanes. So yeah, Jonathan put himself in jeopardy there with these 3 guys. Yes, because Danny Britos is quite a bit further back. Maybe I will put up something a little bit different, a delta from their best time. Hang on here. Well, here, let's just look at the position delta for a second. So yeah, quite a bit of change there. Jonathan lost a spot, and Sylvain took advantage of that, gained a position, so they flipped. Thomas Rainier is the big winner here. Because of that action between Howard and Ambro, he has gained 3 spots. And I just noticed Derek Bird has the fastest lap of the race, just edging out Brian by 0.115 of a second. So he is just hanging in there with Brian. Let me get rid of this view. He's hanging in there with Brian, isn't he? Just so any little mistake by Brian will have an effect on our leaderboard for sure. Yeah, things are stringing out just slightly here. On board with Mape Kensum, who is chasing down Thomas Rainier. Yeah, Johan, that is a nasty bump. I didn't really notice that that nasty bump on that exit of that curve. Oof. Jonathan just went airborne right there where we're watching him come out. It doesn't look like on the screen that's got a huge bump. Like maybe he had, maybe his tire was actually off the track, and there's a bump in the grass. Oh, looks like Thomas had a little slide there. Let's follow Thomas because he's the one in the lead there. But let's go back to our lead there. There is our 2 cars. So Mr. Bird is just hanging in there with Brian. So they're going to give us some excitement, I'm sure. Where are we in that 38 minutes left? Lots of time left, and it's a little early for pit stops. But pit stops could come into it here, especially if somebody stays out longer. Derek usually has an interesting pit stop strategy, so might just hang out there longer to see who's better at tire wear. So interesting little fact while we're watching this. Now maybe I'll wait for that little fact later, because we still got some good battles here. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to follow along inside the cockpit of Brian Murray just to watch how he gets around this track. And then we'll do the same thing with Mr. Bird, just to look at the comparisons of their steering inputs. Nice and smooth there for Brian. Nice and smooth on the throttle there too. Beautifully smooth steering wheel work. There we go, coming through here. Smooth, 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 full speed coming up through here. Oh, I haven't really talked about the corners. Names. Lodge corner coming up. This is an interesting one. To be careful you don't overpower the exit. That is the last corner called Deer Elite. There we go over the start-finish line. We'll just watch this, his old Hall corner. Take it as fast as you can. Super smooth for Mr. Murray. There's all the bumps. You have to decide when you're going to hit your brake hard after those bumps. Yes, you are right, Johan. This guy is smooth as silk. Look at that. No corrections at all. He knows exactly how fast he wants to go into these corners. Let's see this one. Look at that. No corrections at all. Just in the corner and out of the corner. All right. Curves, still super smooth going through the chicanes. We'll follow him in through the next chicane, and then we'll jump on with Derek and see what he's like. He's still got the fastest lap, Mr. Bird. And this is where we jumped on. So let's just see how Mr. Bird handles his lap. Pretty smooth in this corner. Oh, a little bit of correction there. A little bit more aggressive. This is a nice smooth corner. Everybody does this one pretty smooth. A little bit more correcting going on in Derek's part. Not really aggressive, however. Let's just see how he does some of these. Now he may be driving more aggressively to try to catch up or stay with Murray. And here we come into start-finish line, and then Old Hall corner, where you want to take it as fast as you can. A little bit of correction there. That's okay. Just tiny little ones. Here we go. Over the bumps. Hit the brakes. It's caught up a little bit with Brian there. See how smooth he is here. Pretty smooth groove too. He's got the smooth groove going. These two guys are super smooth with this car, which has no traction control, as you know if you've ever tried driving it. Nicely, smoothly done. He's catching up a little bit. He's caught up half a second here. Oh, for a second there, he was only 1 second behind, but he's hanging in with Murray and catching up here. Oh, a little bit of a curve there on for Murray. So yes, Derek caught up 2/10 of a second on his lap. He's been following him along with. So very smooth there too. But I see some action down here. Terry Howard is right on Daniel Britos' case. So let's just follow here. Let's go to a big better view. Coming into Britain's corner. Oh, he tried to outbrake him into that chicane there and had to go off the track just to avoid a collision. So yeah, now he's dropped back a little bit, but looks like Terry has some pace on Britos. Yes, his best lap is 1:37.3, whereas Danielle's best lap is 1:39.4. So we can watch that one. He's going to catch up pretty quickly to Danielle. And we'll keep following in these two guys. Derek is just hanging in there 1.5 seconds or so behind with Brian Murray. So I think, now let me think of who was talking about practicing his pit stop. I think it was Derek. Derek was not happy with his pit stop, not strategy, but his pit stop performance. So Britos, again, he got passed. Let's just see if I can catch that one. We're in replay mode here. We're on with Britos. Let me go and look with Terry here. I think Terry passes him somewhere along here. It's a long replay, 30 seconds. So we're going to see what happens here. Oh, yes. Britos went wide. That was an easy pass for Terry. Just went wide there. Okay, well, it's going to wait for this replay to... there we go. Oh, Britos is off again in real time. And also lost another position to Ambro. Either that or he's just letting these guys by and not doing a good job of letting them by easily. So Kansung is 1.5 seconds behind Thomas, so he's within touching distance. And oh, look at this. Thomas went off. Oh, and Kansung's going to pass him. Whoa, this is definite Porsche Cup and OULTON Park type racing. Easy to make a mistake, and we just caught that one live in live mode. All right. So there we go. Let's see if, let me just compare Mappe and Thomas's times here. Oops. That's what we're looking at. This is Thomas's best time is 1:38.1, and Mappe's is 1:37.8. So I think maybe Thomas is going to be chasing and giving his some time. And look at this, Derek Bird is only 1 second behind. Oh, he keeps showing 1 second once in a while. Oh, yes, he is 1 second behind. I'm just going to quickly flip over to Derek here. Oh, the leaderboard shows 1 second once in a while. That must be just breaking into corners. Let's go back to Thomas on Mappe here. So these two guys have both gained from the incidents. They're up 2 spots each. Whoa, looks like Kansung went wide again. Thomas is going side by side. Down this straight, coming into the last chicane. This could be dangerous. Looks like Thomas made it ahead. And now he is ahead for sure. Let's see if he holds on. Don't get too excited. There we go. So Thomas got by Mappe. Mappe had a little bit of a mistake there, not let him by. Let's see if Mappe... No, I read that wrong. Mappe has the best times. He's got a 1:37.8 is his best time, whereas Thomas is 1:38.19. So no, Mappe might be. Just give you Mappe's times here in comparison. Those are last lap times, by the way, that you're seeing on the screen now. But his overall best time, Mappe is outpacing Thomas by a little. So this is going to be a battle for a while. Mr. Derek Bird. He is within 1 second of Murray here. Our boy, our eSeniors longtime boy is giving Mr. Murray a run for his money today, isn't he? All right, he has had a hard time. He's been sitting there at 1.3, 1.5 away from him, and now he is jumped into a 1 second deficit. Let us look at it from Murray's wing cam. That's for fun. There we go, there we go. It's always an interesting little view. And if you look on the tower there, you see Mappe and Rainier are still at it. Mappe's only a second back. Just these two are just battling it out. This is a battle for the ages here at OULTON Park in the sunshine. It started off about, if I'm not mistaken, about 21 degrees for the track temperature, and it is going to drop to as low as 17. How are we doing for time here? 28 minutes left, getting close to the halfway mark. Oh, did Kansung and these guys change places again? Let's go back 30 seconds. See if we can find this. Not sure if I'm mistaken, but I thought I saw a change in position. Yes, we did. Look at that. Rainier went off and Kansung jumped ahead of him. That's actually the same spot, I think, that Kansung had the problem. And Thomas got him. Okay, let's just... There we go. We're back into live action. So these two guys are just trading positions on mistakes, unfortunately. Let's get back to Derek. Let's go in his cockpit, see what he's looking at. There is the gap. Oh, we're back down to 1.3 seconds. Looks like Murray pulled one out there. Who has got the fastest lap? Murray still has the fastest lap. Let's just compare their last lap times there on the screen. Hard for me to read. Looks like Derek had a faster lap last lap again. Oh, he's working it hard. Look at that. Yeah, Willie, I see you were voting for a multi-class possible race. We have been discussing that. Put those things in the suggestion channel. We're talking about next season already. You may have heard that there is a endurance race planned for the downtime between season 9 and season 10. We're gonna have about a week and a half there. So there's going to be a 2-hour spa endurance race with 2 people, mandatory driver change, mandatory limit on 1 driver no more than 70 minutes, 3 pit stops, minimum 2 tire changes. So spa for 2 hours. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Not sure what day it's planned for, but get your teams together. Just warning you, there's going to be an announcers team. Mr. Christer Hjort and I are both going to be in a team. I think we're going to pick the Ferrari. So that's laying down the gauntlet there for you guys. Looks like Mr. Murray is pulled out ahead here. The gap shows 1.8. So yeah, he's watching his rear view mirror saying enough of that stuff. Let's just put the pedal to the metal and bring up a gap here. Oh, it's 2 seconds now. I didn't see any mistakes by Derek, so this could be Murray just pulling it off. He's been playing possum for a while. I know GT4, we've had GT4 seasons before, Johan, as you know, and they were not very popular at all. I think the issue is with people trying to get used to two different kinds of cars. As you see here, we only have 10 guys driving the Porsche Cup, and the Porsche Cup car is a little bit special. Oh, Andrew Ambro just went off. Let's just see what happened there. This is a replay mode. Andrew just overcooked it, leaving there, unfortunately. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, and all sorts of things happening up here. Looks like Howard and Kansug changed places again. Oh, sorry. No, we got pitting. We're pitting. Guys are pitting. All right. So we have Thomas and Mappe in the pits together. And who is this? Who am I on board with here now? I'm on board with Terry Howard. It's quite a ways back. Mr. Wood, who we've not heard from too much, he has picked up the pace. Let's just see how he's picked up the pace with Sylvain. No, he's doing that, but driving. His last lap was 137.5 and Sylvain was 138.8. So Sylvain had a little bit of a problem. So that's why these guys have caught up, but that's going to give Jonathan some hope. Sorry for that. So Thomas Rainier, those guys were in the pits. I'm going to wait to see how those gaps turned out. So yeah, Jonathan Wood's going to give us some action here with not sure where those town. Oh, I see why something's changed. Mr. Murray is in the pits. Mr. Murray's in the pits. There he is in the pit. Where is Jonathan? So Mr. Bird is still out there. He's showing in first place, so we're going to have to watch that. Where are we in terms of time? 23 minutes left, just past the halfway mark. Mr. Murray went into the pits, so he's trying the over. There, no, undercut with Derek here. He took the first strategies. Let's just watch Derek. Where is Derek? He's coming up. I'm going to stay with Derek for a bit just to see how he reacts to that Murray going into the pit. See if he's going to go in right behind him. And then we'll see. He was behind by about a second and a half again as usual. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Jonathan is right behind Sylvain. Sky 194 is getting a run for his money today. He is right up on his butt. He's best lap, Jonathan, I'm talking about, 136.9, whereas Sylvain Dessard's best lap is 137.1, so he is outpacing him. And let's just go back and see again how he's doing with last laps. Those are the last complete laps. He is outpacing him again, 137.5 to 138.7. And they're both going in the pits. There we go. And where is Derek? Derek's still out there. He did not pit on that lap. All right. Oh, let's just do some. I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put the pit stop times on the board here. Where is it? There we go. Those are pit stop times you're showing there. Are stopped times. So yeah, Sylvain and Jonathan went in the pits together. So let's just go over to see Jonathan, and Sylvain was in the lead. So let's just sit here with Sylvain. Very close together, so this is going to be very interesting to see who gets on the move first. Oop, hit the wrong button there. There's Jonathan. There's Sylvain. Nobody's moving. Nobody's moving. Hang in there. Oh, there goes Derek. Sylvain's gone. And there is, where is Mr. Wood? There's Jonathan. Oh, I think he got the better of him. Looks like Sylvain got a much better. Let's look up at the times. Oh yeah, 151.9, whereas Jonathan's 53.2. Now he's got some time to make up. All right, let's go back with Derek. There is Derek. He's coming around. Let's see if he goes into the pits now. Yes, he does. All right. So, Mr. Murray is pitted a couple of laps ago, and now Derek's in the pit. The only guy who has not pitted yet is Daniel Britos. So Thomas and Mape, not sure if they flipped with their pit stops, but they're very close together still. Look at their pit stop times. Whoa, Thomas had a 49.5. Canson 50.4. Those are very fast. Those are the two fastest pit stops on the race, and so they were very careful, very good. Looking up at the stream here. Any questions? Oh, you guys are just talking with each other. So there we go. Now the issue is going to be, where's Derek going to come out? Let's go to Derek. There he goes. He's starting out. Where is Murray? He's coming around the last corner. There's Derek right behind him. Side by side almost. Beautiful pit stops. Beautiful pit stops. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go to helicam mode. So Derek made up some time there. He did some practicing of his pit stops. Look at that, 50.1 versus a 52.7. He gained a second and a half in the pits. Wow, beauty. Now he's got to get his tires up to speed. Murray's are smoking hot. Now it's going to be a matter of, did they do the right thing in terms of putting some extra pressure. Oh, looks like, Daniel Britos just went in the pits, that's all. All right, I'm going to look, I'm going to go on Derek. Let's see here. There's our leaders. He's back to 1.3 seconds behind. That's what he was the whole race. So let's see now if Brian pulls away, and like I say, he's been playing possum with Derek, because Derek has been behind him by exactly 1.3 the whole time. And remember, Derek has the fastest pits. He has the fastest lap by only exactly 3/100ths of a second. So these guys are just evenly matched. Yeah, Johan, we have got a good race going here. These two guys are. Look at this. Now he's gained a half a second here, Brian, on Derek. So let's see. It's going to be interesting to see if he just pulls away. Thomas and Mape are still within striking distance of each other, so that'll be their other race we just watched. And as we have been following these two guys, they are not perfect. They each made a mistake. And so, where is our Mr. Wood? Mr. Wood is out. He is gone. What happened? Oh my Lord. Jonathan, get in the stream, or in the YouTube. Jonathan disappeared. He must have had some issues with equipment. That is unfortunate. Jonathan needed to get back in the race here, get back in the standings, and something happened. I did not notice. I don't know that Jonathan would, no pun intended there, Jonathan Wood, W-O-U-L-D, would not continue racing even if he had a big issue. Just go to the pits and get some points. He needs to make up some points. All right, where are we here? Thomas is... Oh, there goes another little mistake by Mape, and is Rainier. Yes, he is going to pass him. So these two guys are just keep the pressure on each other and taking advantage of mistakes. Both made a little bit of an error. There's Thomas made another little error there. So these two guys are just keeping the pressure on each other, knowing that it is difficult with only 16 minutes left in the race to maintain your composure all the way through. Very easy to go off. Now I wonder if anybody is going to get track cuts. It's not really a track cut kind of track. except for that first corner. You can go off there and get a track cut. Mr. Ambro went off a little bit. Let's take a little peek at what happened to him. Oh, just a little bit. We got some significant damage. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There you go. Not too much damage. A little bit of rear quarter panel damage. We're back to live action. Let's go to Thomas and Rain. Thomas and Canson. But look at this. Here is our leaders. Derek is now 1.8 seconds back, but that's not that far back in the sense that he's been in that less than 2 second range the whole race. He's down 2 seconds. Just look at their last laps. There's the last laps, 1:36, I believe, 8. Very close to exactly the same times. So Bird is just hanging in there. He's just got the same lap times as Murray, that's for sure. Let's go back to Rainier and Map. Hey, this is our battle for the ages here. Let's see if this other view is better. TV 1 cam, this is called. Not bad. We've watched this view for a while. Not a bad race here today. In terms of these Porsche Cup races can get a little bad with long gaps between them, but we've got a couple of battles going on, and especially the one going on for the first place. Again, Mr. Murray with a first place finish will jump up in the standings, maybe even into the top 5, because he has won. This will be his 3rd race if he can hang on there. But Kansung and Rainier are just sticking with each other. Let's take a quick peek at their last laps. Probably pretty close to the same times, 1:38. Yep. Ooh, looks like Thomas had a little bit of a wiggle coming out of that chicane. Lost a little bit of time. Going into this one. Being very conservative, staying on the block stuff. Did not challenge the curbs. He put the curb a little bit there. And remind myself who has the faster time. Mape has the faster best time. I'll just leave their comparative times up there so you can watch what's been happening. Looks like Rainier lost a little bit. The gaps opened up slightly, but back at the front, Derek is still hanging in there. Let's just take a peek again through the cockpit. I always like to watch. Is there a... Trying to see here if there's a... there is a view here. Passenger view with Derek. Derek stayed in touch with Murray the whole time. Murray's not making any mistakes, though. I don't think I've seen one mistake by him. You guys on the stream are having good conversations amongst yourselves. Thank you. When it's only one announcer, it's pretty hard to keep track of questions coming out of there. So yeah, Bird is going to be stressed for sure. 12 minutes left. He has been staying in contention the whole time here, but not making progress. He's been in the 1.5 seconds down the whole time, and Murray hasn't been pulling away at all either. So these are our 2 current champions. The last few races, these guys have been trading 1st and 2nd place. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't think Murray's lost a race that he's entered with us. This is his 3rd race of the season with us. Keep following Derek around here. And let's go cockpit. He is working his steering wheel a little harder than Brian, whoa, big correction there. Big correction there. That's going to drop him back a little bit, I think. Not really. He's got some speed. He actually gained 0.3 of a second. Just hang on here with him. So he's pushing hard. He knows he's only got 10 minutes left. He's going to make a move. He's got to make it soon. A little bit of a slow exit there, I think. But let's just jump on board again with Murray. See, Murray, look, I lost my voice there for a second. Let's go with Murray here, see if he's smooth as silk as he was. He's been under pressure by Derek the whole race. And in third place, Sylvain Dessard. Looks like he's got a lock on third place if he holds it together, since Jonathan, for some reason, had to quit. We've had 2 retirements here. I'm not sure who the other one was. Excuse me. We only have 8 guys left, and we started with 10. I've been watching his inputs. I was writing something down here. I gotta get ready for my podium interviews. Oh, look at that. Brian is still smooth. Smooth. Not hassling at all. Well, Derek has got up another couple of tenths of a second. He's back to 1.3. Ooh, looks like Kansung is really close here to Thomas. We're going to just jump in here for a bit. Again, Kansum has the better pace with respect to best lap times. I'm not sure if these 2 guys changed position again since the last time we saw them. But this is a great battle. Great battle. Keep an eye on my 2 guys on the leaders here. And I'm going to just leave it here because I'm going to go over to... do something that I need to do for the podium interview. So you guys just watch this stream while I get on this. Oh, just peeking up once in a while. Look at that. That was a pretty close. I have to type in ooh, what happened there? Oh, looks like Nape has fallen back there, pushing a little too hard, so I'm going to jump over to Derek so you guys can watch that. Derek is still just hassling Brian. I'm sure Brian can see him in his rear view mirror here. Gonna come up. Looks like Murray's coming up to some traffic now. Oh, this could be interesting. Not sure who that is up there. Looks like that might be Daniela Vela. Doesn't matter. It's for it's gonna come into play here for our leaders. Let's just see. Oh, it's a good spot here. Yes, he's gonna lay up, and that's not going to affect the leaderboard at all. Great job there. Great job. Let me see if that was Daniela Vela. Get him some note. Who was that? I'm just going to go through here, trying to think of who that was. Anyway, whoever it was, did a great job of leaving these 2 guys race the last 6 minutes together, because Blackbird is only 0.4 seconds behind. This is the first time Murray has been challenged. Come on, Derek. Now, as I said, the track is cooling off here. It should be in the range of like 8. Oh, Derek had a bump over that chicane. That's going to drop him back slightly. But let me look at seeing what last laps were. Yeah, Brian lost a second there. That might have been partially because of the traffic. Now Derek, look at that. Derek's back to the 1.3 seconds behind. What is that? Stamped on his forehead. 1.3 seconds behind. Oh my gosh. Good, a great race here. Great race. This is the only battle left. The other battles have moved off a little bit. 2 seconds between Rainier and Kansung. But Derek wants this one bad. I can tell. Again, look at that. Murray's pulled away a little bit. He has pulled away a little bit. Let's watch Derek, see how hard he pushes. He's only got 5 minutes to go. That's probably 3 laps. As you know, we just love to push hard near the end. Us eSeniors, whether you're in first and second places or you're in 24th and 25th, you just want to pass the guy ahead of you. But look at this, look at this. This has been a great battle the whole race. We'll get on board with the commentator interview after this race. I'm sure Derek and Brian will be with us. They usually do. Stick around. Sylvain's English is not great, so he doesn't usually stick around too much. Unfortunately, I could interview him in French. I should tell him that sometime. He can get on board with us and we can do a little French interview. I should send him a note about that. If I'm commentating, no problemo. Pas de problème, I should say. Derek is closing the gap a little bit again. 1 second. Yes, I am bilingual. French-Canadian mother. Went to school in French all the way through high school. Oh, look at this. Derek's caught up another 0.2 of a second. That was a great straight. Now this is a great spot to push a little harder also. There goes the bump. Slam on the brakes. Back on the throttle. Around the apex of Cascade. 0.8, 0.7. Back to 0.8. Next up is Lakeside. So this one is flat out. Just a little touch. Oh, somebody had went wide. That is Daniel Vela. Off track. I wonder if that... Whoa, look at this! Look at this! Murray went off! Come on, Bird! Come on, Bird! Excuse me on the cough. Wow, he went off, but he was able to catch that. I'm not going to go back on a replay. I want to miss anything here. Wow, that's a big, big event with a couple of laps left. Bird is going to feel it. He's feeling it now. And Murray he showed he's human. He's human, guys. Mr. Murray is human. There he goes, Bird. Great finish to this race. One of the best we've had. And he goes wide again, and Bird passes him. He goes wide on that track, and now Derek is ahead. First time in the last couple of minutes. Now Murray is he just got out of sorts, I guess. That'll rattle you when that happens. Or he has an issue with his tires. Remember, the track is cooling off. I'll have to ask him that question. Wow, look at that. Let's just look at Derek, Mr. Murray, in his cockpit. See if he's working a little hard. Remember how smooth he was during the race? Let's just see if he's smooth now. Yeah, Mr. Woes on the stream said whoa, that's for sure. Brian Murray is now 0.8 seconds behind. The shoe is on the other foot. And a little bit further back, Rainier is pushing Kansung at the end. But let's just stick with the leaders here for a bit. I'll watch that. Thomas, I'll go back to it if he passes him. Do a little replay. But this is great. Look at that sky. That sun's right in your eyes. Oh, Murray again. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Keep it on track. Come on now. You need that second place. Got lots of time. Oh, poor Brian. He's just, I don't know if it's his tires or what. Can't see his tire pressures, obviously. So that is unfortunate. What a race. And Murray just at the end has lost his composure, lost his timing. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Oh, you guys on the stream, how can you not be screaming if you're watching this? Let's just jump over to Thomas Rainier, the last 40 seconds of the race. It's going to be last lap very soon. So Thomas and Ken Sum will be vying for this 4th and 5th place. They're leaders on the last lap. Brian is 7 seconds behind Derek now. Whoa, both of them slid a little bit there. Let's see if Thomas can get up there. Again, Kansung has the best lap times, but Thomas is hanging in with him. And Howard's catching up behind them too. Take a quick peek in a second, right after this, to see how far, what he can see in these two. There he is. He can. Oh! Terry was pushing a little too hard, and he lost it there. Okay, well that settles it. That settles it. Oh, Kansung went a little wide. Rainier pushed a little too hard, had to correct. Derek is heading happily. All right, we're going to jump over here to Derek and watch him come by the finish line. What a finish, guys. What a finish for this round 6 Porsche Cup GT3 or eSeniors GT3 Club race. Way to go, Derek. Oh, he's got quite a ways to go yet. Let's just jump back in with Thomas. Thought he was getting close to the start-finish line there. These two guys are battling it out. We'll jump on them, but I want to get Bird going across the finish line. He's almost there. Let him get his little time in the sun. Whoa! Rainier went wide. There is our boy. There is our boy, Derek Bird. What a job, Murray behind him. There goes over the finish line, giving us a flash. Last and 3rd place, Mr. Sylvain Dessart coming around. Let's see if he gives us a flash. He's lapping somebody there. There we go. Across the finish line. There we go. All right. Oh, very good race, guys. Amazing. Let's just go back here between Thomas. These two guys, they're coming around. They've got a whole last segment left. We're not going to leave these two. Thomas is going to push hard. He's right up there on his tail. Oh, he's got an exit. Hit the grass a little bit. He's going to try hard going through this corner. This is Lodge's corner. Now we're coming down to the start-finish line. And no, it's going to stay the same. What a finish, you guys. What a finish. Great race. Great race. Great race. Great race. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. And let's get our guys in for a commentary. I'm going to try and make sure that we get... Hi, guys. I'm just going to make sure I'm going to get both your voices.
Good race. Good race.
Yeah.
All right, you're both in. What a race, you guys. What a race. Let's start with...
time to get a drink of water on this track.
Yeah, no time for that, that's for sure.
Yeah, you've no sip of anything apart from the pits.
Yeah, when you have a pit stop, that's about it.
You guys...
You must have had a good one because you come out right behind me.
I know, just before you pitted, I made a mistake out second chicane, and I dropped about 3 seconds behind you. I thought, oh...
I'm
going to jump in here, guys. Going to jump in.
Yep.
No problem, Mike.
Derek Bird and Brian Murray. What a great race you guys had. Brian, we'll start with you. You had the lead the whole race until the last 2 minutes. What happened?
Yeah, I was going for fastest lap because I knew Derek had it and I pushed too much.
Yeah, were you pushing or with the tires?
And the sun got in my eye and my leg hurt.
Look, listen to this guy, Derek. He's got excuses coming out there. Holy smokes.
That's experience.
Derek, great job. Derek, you were behind. I thought you had 1.3 seconds stamped on your forehead. Most of the race, you were exactly 1.3 seconds behind. So you stayed with Brian the whole time.
Yeah, stayed with him. It's just, I was just saying, just before he pitted, I made a mistake and I dropped about 3 seconds behind. Then I thought, oh, that's it, I've blown it now. And I'm going to make that up. And then when I come out of the pits, I was right alongside him. I was surprised.
You had a great, let me see if I can see it. Your pit stop time was about 2 seconds faster, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. You made up time. You came out right behind him, right?
Yeah. Come out right alongside him then.
Yeah, when you watch the stream, your pit time was 2 seconds faster than Brian's.
Yeah.
I know you. Yeah. Were you the one saying you hadn't practiced it much and had terrible pit time?
That's where I usually mess up pit stops.
Yeah. Well, it was a great race to watch, guys. It was a great race to watch. How do you like?
Yeah, I went too far in my pit box and it had to bring me back. So.
No!
That helps a bit. Yeah.
And Jonathan was in the picture for quite a while, and he dropped out. I'm not sure why. He must have had some equipment issues.
I think it was going off a couple of times.
Did he go off a couple of times? Yeah, I missed that. I missed him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He gave up.
I could hear him swearing in the background.
Well, Brian, that's your third. That's your third win in a row. It was not as much of a gap as
not
before.
Quite. No, Derek got that one.
Oh, I thought it showed you with 3 in a row. No.
Oh, that would be nice, but no, I got second today.
Oh, sorry. What am I saying? But that's going to jump you up in the standings for sure. So.
I hope so. Yeah, I was P10 before that, so it should be what, P8 or P7.
Yeah.
I'll bump you up a bit. Yeah.
Good. All right. So thanks a lot for the great race, guys. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Brian. Yeah. Great race. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, you too, Derek. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Bye-bye. We'll see you. Bye, guys. Bye. I forget the track that we're going to be on tomorrow next week, but we might have a rain. Yeah, I think we might have a rain race next week. I have a feeling it's a rain race. Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys all next week. Bye now.